Hey guys, we are being asked to solve this system of equations. Okay, so what they want to know is what number can I plug in for x and y to this equation that will also work for this equation. Okay, so they want one set of numbers that works for both. Okay, so one way to do this is we graph both of these, and where they cross is the answer that works for both of them, right? Because the answers are all along that line, so where they cross would make sense that it would work for both of them, okay? So to graph these, I want to get them into slope-intercept form, which just means that y is by itself, right? So that's my goal right now, is to get y by itself. So I'm going to start with the top one. We've got negative 3x minus y equals negative 6. So to get y alone, first, I want to get rid of this negative 3x, okay? So to get rid of that, I'm going to add it to both sides. Add 3x. Okay, so then I'm left with negative y equals, I'm going to write the x first, just out of habit, 3x minus 6. Not quite done because I don't want my y to be negative, so I'm going to multiply both sides by a negative 1, okay? Which makes negative 1 times negative y gives me a positive y. And when I distribute that negative 1 in, I get negative 3x plus 6. Just all our signs changed, right? Okay, so there is my first one. I'm going to go ahead and write it over here where it's nice and clean, okay? Also, I should have mentioned at the beginning, this is just one way to solve a system equations. I will link some other videos for substitution and elimination if you want to check those out, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get y alone on this one, okay? So we've got negative 3 halves x plus y equals negative 3. Again, trying to get y alone, so I'm going to add 3 halves x to both sides. And again, I'm going to write the x first. And look, that one is good. Y is all by itself already. So my second one is y equals 3 halves x minus 3. Okay, so we are going to graph both of these and see where they cross, okay? So I'm going to graph these pretty quickly, but if you need another example or slow down on how to graph a line, I will link one in the corner, an example, okay? All right, but here we are. So the number in front of my x is my slope, and the number being added or subtracted on the back is my y-intercept. So I know this line crosses at 6 on the y-axis. So I'm going to count up to 6. So I know my line crosses there, and then the slope tells me what it looks like, right? So my slope is negative 3, or we can think of it as negative 3 over 1. So I go down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. And there is my dot. And I can go again, right? I can go again. And I can go the other way if I want. There we go. Okay. So that is y equals negative 3x plus 6. Okay. Now let's look at the green one. Y equals 3 halves x minus 3. So that minus 3 is my y-intercept. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. And then my slope is 3 over 2. So I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 2. Oh, look, we already crossed. I'm going to do a couple more, though, just for fun. Up 3 over 2. There we go. Okay. So look at that. There is my other line. Okay, so where do they cross? They cross at 2, 0 is my ordered pair, right? So that is my answer. We could also write it as x equals 2, y equals 0, okay? So what we can do, I'm not going to take the time to do it right this minute, but what we could do is plug in 2 for x, 0 for y, and make sure it works for both of them, okay? Hopefully that made sense. If you need to check out those other videos, do it. I will also link a short of a funny story that's kind of sad when I recorded this video. Okay, thanks, bye.